Yeah, we can do that. Now you might be saying to yourself, hey, why is the aspect ratio all strange? And why? What was that title screen? That's because I'm playing this on the GameCube rather than on the Nintendo 64 or some sort of emulator. I've got the GameCube set up here, and I prefer the GameCube controller to the Nintendo 64 controller. I've also got it outputting in 480i through the use of an HDMI converter, so it should look slightly better. It still looks kind of weird, and it's, you know, I could get a better resolution if I were playing it on the PC, but I just generally don't like to emulate games. And furthermore, I think it's kind of neat. Most people don't play this version of the game because it's this GameCube release was actually a pre-order bonus for Wind Waker, the one on the GameCube. And I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool that we've got a release of 4 of the 5, you know, I guess 6 now, main 3D Zelda games released on the GameCube. Maria, get away from the microphone, you little cat. Come here. Come here. Why don't you sit on my lap? That'll be better for you. Anyways, if you hear any weird scratching, that's my cat. She's now up on the computer. I don't want to risk moving her because I don't want to record this game again like I did Earthbound. I kind of wanted this to be relaxing. Anyways, yeah. You can play Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess all on the GameCube. And the GameCube is already my favorite system ever, let alone being probably the best console to play Zelda games on, besides maybe the Switch. But even then, you can't play. I don't think you can play Majora's Mask, you know, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Never mind. The Switch is not the best place to play Zelda games. The GameCube is. The Wii is also pretty good because you can play all the GameCube ones plus Skyward Sword. It's just I don't have a classic controller. The Nintendo Online service is down, so I can't purchase the Virtual Console versions of games. No, Maria, don't get on my water. I can't purchase the Virtual Console versions of games like A Link to the Past, and you know, I like the GameCube controller more. So there we go. That's where we are. Let's begin. Ooh, that's pretty quick. I appreciate that. It lets a good gamer type in his name real quick. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. Maria. Okay, she's going in the room. Enjoy the opening cutscene. Oh shoot, I needed to push the control stick. Dang it. I'm sorry, folks. You I hope you haven't been waiting long. Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the Fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems that the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon me. Okay, I'm back. This time for real. Hello, Link. Wake up. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. There we go. Oh! He's finally got a fairy. Clap it up for the man. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Howdy. Sorry, we're real gamers. We don't have time to talk to characters like Saria. Also, I'm going to be talking to everybody in Earthbound anyway, so we're just going to treat this like a normal game. But yeah, in the starting area of the Kokiri Forest, you know, there's a lot of houses, there's a lot of people here to teach you how to play the game. And it's such a nice environment with this, you know, all these things in the air. These look like fireflies, little beams of light, little, you know, twinkling forest magics. But, in hard terms, we can't actually go see the Deku Tree until we get 40 rupees and a sword because of this fella right here. Oh wait, never mind. That's the way to exit the forest. I meant on the other side. We've got you know, that really ruined my segue. I planned to. Anyways, so we got this guy. He's blocking the entrance to the Deku Tree. Fellow by the name of Mido. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree has actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and a shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Sheesh. Well, I mean, love him or hate him, he's spitting straight facts. Yeah. Yeah, you do have to get a sword and a shield. He won't let you pass. Luckily, me and my advanced knowledge of this game know that you can get a sword and shield pretty dang easily, as well as 40 rupees. Never mind. I thought you were supposed to be able to get one for learning the backflip, but I guess that's not. I might be doing it wrong. Oh God! There we go. I mean, it's not the biggest sword. It's not the best sword. But hey, it is our sword. Now. You can actually get out of that equipment screen without bringing up the save menu. Ow, goodness gracious! I think you have to press the start button as opposed to the B button. But, you know, old habits die hard, and the B button is usually for canceling out of things as opposed to, you know, saving. So, just a bit of forewarning, you're gonna see me do that a lot, and if it's gonna bother you, I mean, I'm sorry about that. Cut grass with your sword. It is nice of them to reward you for actually doing the tutorial stuff. You can get, I think you can get some rupees from these signs. Let's see here. Switch targeting. Okay, let's see. No? Okay, guess not. Let's just find 4 rupees in the grass and then call it quits. The shield costs 40 of them in the shop. So we're almost there. If I were a betting man, I'd say we're probably going to be good in the next 30 seconds. Oh wait, why am I climbing up here? This is not good for my time. Shoot. Okay, 30 seconds. I think we're probably about 20. This is, I think, yeah, that probably put us over. Yeah. Well, nobody said this was a speedrun channel. This is more like a leisurely, kind of lethargic, walk, run, slow channel. But I tell you what, folks, I've been playing this game a long time, so I got a lot of tips and tricks for you newbies out there. Like if you go into this guy's house, there's a pot that you can break for a bit of a rupee. actually make that 6. Another fun fact, you can't get up there. So don't even try. I was just doing it for demonstration. But once you exit the area and come back, you know, you can get the rupees from the grass again, and you know, get all the rupees you've already got. But we don't need to, because we got 44. Okay, okay. I know how to use the shield. True to my word, I did press B again. Maybe by the end of this playthrough, I'll have figured it out. But that's, you know, it's probably not likely. What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot! How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the great Deku Tree, huh? Yeah, you walk away, Mido. Nobody knows who you are. Hey, if it isn't our good friend Eduardo. I know, man, I'm freaking freezing. I don't want to turn it up, though, because then we're going to have to pay more for heating. Just hop in a blanket. If you want to curl up next to me, I got it nice and warm here. Great Deku Tree, shoot. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Yes, yes. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use the up button well to her words, to listen well to her words of wisdom. You making coffee? You making coffee? Oh, okay, I tell you what, folks, there's nothing I love better in these Zelda games, and I'm being completely honest here. My favorite part of the Zelda games is this cave music. I mean, it's just ambient and mysterious.
It's no Minecraft.
I mean, you're right. It is no Minecraft. It's better than Minecraft. Ooh, sorry. I hate for this to be a hot take channel, but, you know, I'm giving them out. I'm slinging them out like hash.
That's your opinion. It's wrong, but that's your opinion.
Yeah, and it's my right. It's my right to be wrong. And in this case, I'm going to be wrong about all the Zelda games because there is a cave music for each one. There's I believe they use this same song for all the other caves in this game. It's they call it on the soundtrack the theme of the Deku Tree. And in Majora's Mask, there's a cave theme. In Wind Waker, there's a cave theme. And in Twilight Princess, there's a bit of a cave theme. And then in Skyward Sword, I don't know if there's a cave theme. And there certainly isn't one in Breath of the Wild. But in the good old Zelda games, we had cave themes. Now listen to this, folks. This is where it really is. I mean, not that. I mean the cave music. I mean, I could just listen to this for an hour. Like, I'm gonna try to go to bed to this tonight, I'm gonna be honest. Now, I am a big fan of this sort of, like, really ethereal, ambient kind of, I don't even know what you'd call it. Most of it, you know, the music I listen to is described as like, world music. So it's not exactly meditation music. This sounds more like it could classify as meditation music. Not that I, you know, am one of those spiritual Eastern kind of Buddhist fellas that, you know, I mean, I do meditate, but not like the Zen kind of, you know, positive thinking kind of meditation. Anyways, I love the Zelda cave music is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, the slingshot. So this dungeon's actually pretty dang. Well, I was about to say tall, but now that I think about it, it doesn't look that tall. There are 3 main levels, it seems. But then, you're gonna have to pardon the spoiler. You actually go down to lower levels, so it ends up being really, really tall. So this game came out in 1998, which was a really good year for games, because not only did we get in my opinion, the second best 3D Zelda game, behind only Twilight Princess, which is basically a sort of expanded, modernized take on Ocarina of Time. We also got, in my opinion, the best 3D Sonic game, being Sonic Adventure, which might not mean much to some of you, but Sonic Adventure is actually, you know, one of my favorite games of all time. So, 1998, good year. And, of course, as I mentioned earlier, it came out on the Nintendo 64. It was the first 3D Zelda game, and pretty much set the tone for the remainder of the 3D Zelda games, or I guess the formula, as some people like to dub it. But and it would sort of stay that way. Like, Zelda games would really closely follow Ocarina of Time until we got Skyward Sword, or not Skyward Sword, we got Breath of the Wild, which sort of took it in a weird, new direction, which is good in some ways, bad in some other ways. I've got my problems in Skyward Sword, or not Skyward Sword. I've got my problems with Breath of the Wild, but I'm sure we'll get into those later, because we're sort of in the period right before the release of Breath of the Wild 2, And this will be the first sequel, like direct sequel to a Zelda game since A Link Between Worlds. And so it's kind of a topical game right now. Okay, we've got all of the chests on this level. So your typical Zelda game player might be at a loss because we've got no keys. However, this isn't your traditional 2D Zelda game anymore. This is a 3D game. And so what we're going to do is we're going to jump. Ah! Man, that is cool. Oh no, Maria got out. Maria, how'd you get out? I don't want you to mess with me while I'm gaming. Please just sit down. Please. Hold on. Come on. Come on, sit down. Folks, I got a cat named Maria. You know, I'm probably gonna... No, 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 no. No, don't drink my water. No. No. I got a cat named Maria. And, no, I'm not Catholic. I ended up naming the cat Maria off of the Sonic character Maria of the same name. And because it sounds nice. I like names that start with M and end with A. My, crush in high school was, I probably, never mind. The woman, who was married to George Washington was named Martha, you know? And, you know, Maria's a good name. Anyways, I named the cat Maria off the Sonic character, because the cat I had prior to that, I named Big. 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Well, I mean... you know, if you're having to ask yourself those kinds of questions, I think the answer is pretty obvious. After you get into the water, if you hold down... Oh, wait, it's just control instructions. It's hard to know. Because I do want to read most of the dialogue in this game. Because this game's got an awesome story. Like even going back now to think of the story of Ocarina of Time, it is just really, really cool that they did this on the, you know, on this old, you know, console. I mean, they really went out of their way to you know, make memorable characters and interesting plot points and things like that on the Nintendo 64, which is quite impressive. No, not my no, don't drink. No, this is not your water. You have a water. Here we go. Hot take. Actually, this is really isn't a hot take so much as it is a confession. I do not really like the 2D Zelda games, and I have not beaten A Link to the Past, which I would feel more bad about saying if I have beaten Zelda 1. And I mean, that game is kind of fun if you like looking at a walkthrough and doing whatever it says. But, yeah, I just find myself getting lost all the time. Which I know some people dig. You know, getting lost in a video game. Some people think it makes it immersive, but I don't know. I just think 3D is more immersive than getting lost in an old 2D video game. I think the music is really good though, in A Link to the Past. You know, the Super Nintendo really does have this just amazing quality to its sound. You know, even as a fan of the old Sonic games, I must admit, sometimes the twangy harshness of the Sega Genesis can grate on me. But the Super Nintendo's just got this real, like, I don't know. Is it either a gentleness or a softness to the sound, which makes most things really pleasant to listen to, especially things like the Earthbound soundtrack and the Super Mario World soundtrack. But it's also got a really nice bass sound for games like Mega Man X. To have this amazing, you know, thumping music. Maria! Oh my god! Sorry, folks. Okay. Alright, we're back. Oh. You know, I wish I could have her on my lap while I'm gaming and everything, you know, pretty, you know, cute cat on the YouTube video, but man, I am a bit of a, you know, a germ guy. I don't like germs and disgusting cats drinking out of my beverage. And she is really small, so she hasn't quite learned, you know, not drink my beverage. So yeah, she's gonna be out of here. Oh, please no. Oh, goodness gracious. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma for you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Oh man, I mean, you guys just aren't very loyal. Not that I blame you. I mean, Queen Goma is kind of an abomination. Speaking of which, we're about to encounter said abomination right now. Alright, fun fact. This is a fact you know, these speedrunners use much to their advantage, which I screwed up because I'm not very quick. But if you have the Deku Nuts in your inventory, you can use those to stun Queen Goma. And then you can use the jump attacks with the Deku Stick to kill her really quickly. Because the Deku Stick, for some reason, does more damage than your regular sword. Don't know why, but it is a nice fact. Okay, here we are. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Of course. Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Faror, the goddess of courage. Din, with her strong, flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth, which we here in Oklahoma know about. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Faror, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis for our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Triangle. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man, with his evil heart, to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that the man wanted so much that he cast his curse upon me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. I'm sorry. I didn't expect 2 exclamation points. I thought it was going to be more somber. But I guess I wanted to throw the somber bit at the end, you know, like a stinger. Hey, Link! What did you do? The Great Deku Tree? Did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault! Well, you know, I didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose me. Or, you know, that's what they say. But anyways, now seems like a good opportunity to skip town. Me having, you know, being connected to the death of our guardian. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you're different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. You received the fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set it to C and use C to start playing it. On the select item subscreen, blah 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 blah. Okay. Actually, this is pretty important. You can actually play the ocarina using different buttons and in your control stick. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Yeah, I take it for granted, but the ocarina really is pretty cool. You can play it. It's what the game is named after. It's pretty unique. You memorize different songs, little short songs, and you can play it in certain places to cast spells and things like that. It's quite neat. Well, time to get, you know, spoken to by an owl for a long time. Hoot hoot! Link, look up here! It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way, and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and L and R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you'll also see a blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, we can check the map. Yes, I got all that. And I know everybody points it out, but it really is worth pointing out. When he says, "Did you get all that?" it defaults to no, which means if you're mashing the A button to get through all the text, as anyone should, because a lot of what he says isn't very interesting. And believe me, he will come back. You will actually end up in this crazy loop where you keep accidentally pressing no and hearing the dialogue over again. Folks, you may be wondering why I'm walking backwards, and that is because moving backwards is slightly quicker than running normally. And Why am I in such a rush? I'm playing this game, or looking at you play this game for the first time, which I don't know why you would. There's probably better people to watch for this. But they make it incredibly difficult for you to enter the castle town on the first night. They sort of want you to try to reach Castletown, but just miss it, so that as you approach the Castletown, they pull up the drawbridge, and then you can no longer enter. So you have to survive a night alone, and you know, defeat all the monsters that start to come out of the ground. You know, when night falls, which is neat. You know, it's cool. I get it, part of the adventure and everything, but also it does take a while for night to pass, and then you can enter the castle and proceed with everything. And I'm going to be slow enough in playing this game that I don't really feel like I need to make you wait for things like that. So, here we are. We're in the castle town. There's some people dancing. Oh, you are so handsome. Just like the King of Hyrule. Hee hee. Man, can't wait to see that guy. He's probably some kind of a hunk. There's a lot of Scottish Terriers around here, which I think is kind of an interesting dog for the Zelda series to use. Now that I think about it, I mean, it's being made by Japanese people. You'd think maybe a Shiba, or you know, if they wanted to go for a European thing, they might have gone for a, I don't know, an English Bulldog. But, you know, Scottish Terrier. Pretty, I like them. Reminds me of Lady and the Tramp. Good old, you know, the... Okay, here's a girl. Hey, your clothes. They're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malon. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Huh. Oh, she was nice. Hey, lake, this way. It kind of looks like the owl from earlier, but you know, not quite the same. Princess is just inside the castle. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Hoo hoo hoot. Whoa! What happened to that other guy? on this ground, time flows normally, but time stands still while you're in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, which way are you going? I don't know why I can't read this. Which way are you going? Blah blah blah. Do you want to hear this again? No. Ah, you're a smart kid. Good luck then. Hoo hoo. And you notice this time it's not. Did you get all that? No and yes. It's, do you want to hear it again? Yes, no. So it really is trying to trip you up. I guess maybe it's trying to force you to read the dialogue critically, which I can respect. Welcome to Hyrule Castletown. It's a peaceful, prosperous town. Oh, great. How can a fella get an audience with the princess in that dark castle? Folks, let me tell you, as somebody who's played this game, you can't. Not legally, anyway. You know, you're just a peasant and everything. They don't want your disgusting filth entering the castle. So we're just gonna have to get in the old-fashioned way. You know, this is how I used to get into, I guess, Mariah Carey concerts back in the day. You just find yourself a nice spot of ivy and try not to fall off like 500 million times in a row. Sorry about that, folks. And then just sneak past all the guards. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, shoot. Okay, here we go. If you get too close to any of these guards, naturally they will take you and throw you out of the gate. You're just gonna have to take my word for it, though, because I'm just too good at this game, and I'm not gonna get caught by the guards. I am, however, gonna fall in this here moat because you get rupees for swimming here. You also get rupees for swimming in the Zora River, which is an interesting game mechanic. But I'm not complaining because I'm profiting from it. Welcome. Our ranch is so fun. Come on, look around. Well, dang it. How am I supposed to move these here boxes and climb into this here, what do you call it? Yeah, drain. Using it as a back entrance to the castle while this guy is in the way. Well, looks like we're gonna have to come up with something else, folks. I really have no idea what to do. Guys, I'm lying. I don't know what to do. Hey, are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do, teehee. I should have. Okay. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. Teehee? Nah, I can't do it, teehee. I don't even... I don't know how to do that. Anyways, we can't get past this sleeping feller, Malon's dad, without this here egg. As I'm sure Nabi's probably trying to tell us. But if we just hang on to it for a while, it will hatch into a chicken that we can use to wake up the dad. Strange, but quite convenient. Well, here we are. We're back, and you may have noticed that the egg did not hatch. It is still, in fact, an egg, and it won't hatch until day passes. I guess forcing you to reconcile with this game's time mechanics, which are neat, which are cool, especially for the time. But also, I don't really want to make you wait here for the day to pass, so I'm gonna cut back to this place when